Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for pressing play on this video. In previous videos, we've talked about identifying the income streams that you want to pursue. And I felt like this would be a good time to share the 5 steps that I've taken for income stream strategies. These strategies once you have them, will help you repeat income, but also gain clarity on what you want to pursue. There are so many different ways to pursue I don't want to say passive income, but different types of income. So let's get into 5 steps and let's see what comes to your mind. Be sure to comment what sticks out to you and so forth. So let's start with step number 1. The most important part of income stream strategies is assessing skills and interests. If you see, I feel like with Chat GPT that was just introduced in December, a lot of people are doing stickers and they're using Mid Journey and they're creating these cutest little things and then they're uploading them to Etsy or Printful or print on demand sites. And I watched that tutorial and I played around with it and I thought it was fun, but I don't think it would keep my interest forever. So that was important for me to test out just enough, okay? So you want to know kind of your inventory of what you're interested in, what you're good at, what brings you joy. Where do your passions lie? And that's really how you'll be able to identify income streams th- through the alignment of what you're good at and what you're interested in. Now you might be thinking like, Jenny, don't you have an art background? I do, but it's very tactile, bookbinding, concept. Like I'm a very intellectual, conceptual type of person. Conversations are going to excite me more. So obviously an income stream that I like to focus on is education. I like teaching people, whether it's a YouTube video or a coaching call. That is really an income stream that brings me so much excitement. It lights up my passion, and I don't think I'll ever stop doing it. The second step for income stream strategies would be the research that you're going to do to make sure that it's something that you want to really follow through with. I think it's a great way for you to see if it's a good fit, right? Like I'm an artist, but that doesn't mean that I want to put my art on everything. And I believe that art for me was a vehicle to connect with people. That's why I was a wedding photographer for so long, because I liked documenting and connecting with people. And once I did that role long enough and really felt satisfied, I wanted to connect with other people. For example, a wedding is a big day event, and it wasn't very often that I got to see those people again. So I really wanted to move into an industry where I could create impact, repeatable, and build relationships because that is something I'm really passionate about. Okay. So as you're assessing your interest and your skill set, that's where this research comes in, is where you can actually see, like, oh, I could actually see myself doing this. I like writing. I'm going to have a blog. These are natural things, and I don't think we should always do, I don't think we should do things just because they're trends. I think trends can fit into our life, but who we are, the core of who we are, should always be at the forefront of these strategies, right? Like assessing what you like about yourself and the things that bring you joy, and then getting into the research of, hey, can I potentially make money from this? Step 3 lies in having your goals align with the research and with what you're good at. As a photographer, I really didn't see myself in a place where I wanted to manage a bunch of other photographers or do anything on a bigger scale for that platform, because I like educating outside. It's just that intellectual side. I'm not a real big techie person, so the photography side of growing that, I knew I wasn't going to be an educator of technical skill. So that pushed me out for that. So considering my financial goals, right? Consider your financial goals And you guys have heard me talk about on my channel that I would love to retire my husband, and that's still a goal that I have. And that comes with all the income streams. So I have to evaluate step 3 all the time to make sure it's going to fit for my time and relationship freedom, for my work life balance. Step 4 is evaluate the risk tolerance. I almost bust up laughing as I was preparing this slide, because you think that you have a tolerance for something and then something happens to you and then you're like, oh my Lanta. So if you guys have been following my channel, you know that I spent 2022 building an income stream on Amazon Kindle direct publishing. And by the 5th month, I was able to get up to $4,000 a month. And that was really fun because it was new to me, and it checks a lot of boxes for me. And then my highest month, that Christmas, I had a 7,600 month. And then in January, I hit 11,000. So I didn't really recognize the risk involved until my account was suspended and reinstated, and I had to start over with a lot of my books. And sometimes evaluating your risk tolerance is not available to you until something bad happens to you. I will tell you guys, I have other incomes that I have to use strategies with, like rental property and things like that. So there's risk in all that we do, but we have to take a step back and recognize like what our tolerance level is. And that's essentially, considering how much risk you're willing to take on. Some income streams may offer high potential rewards, but also come with high risk, while others may offer more stability but lower rewards. So when my husband and I, when we did our first rental property, we weren't very risk adverse. We had a lot of learning to do. We have grown through that, and now we kind of know our risk tolerance. And I learned my risk tolerance from getting suspended on KDP and getting reinstated and having to start over with that income strategy. But it's still a really important thing for you to understand for yourself, because not everything lasts forever, right? Step 5 is the most exciting one. That's the experimentation and testing period. This is where you kind of know where your skills and your drive lie, and you have researched and you've decided to take the risk, associated with that income stream. And then the best thing to do is go out and test it and see if it's something that you're interested in doing. I think the most important reminder that I want to share with you is identifying the right income stream for you will depend on your circumstances and your goals. I have a lot of really great friends that have been wedding photographers forever, and it works for them, for their circumstances and their goals. And for me, the income streams that I'm pursuing, they have to match my financial goals, right? And so that's something you guys can take into account, is that when you're thoughtful about, what are my goals, you can identify those income streams that you want to pursue. And I will tell you that some income streams can serve other income streams, and that gets really exciting. And I hope to share more with you on this channel about that, because I would essentially like to set up an income stream, build an income stream just to sell it later on. Okay. So that there are different ways to leverage that, and we'll talk about that more. If you have any questions or favorite income streams that you're building, comment below. Definitely let me know. It's always a fun topic to talk about the strategies, but also there are more ways to make money in the world today than there were yesterday. And that statement will be more true tomorrow and the next day than it ever has right now. Love you guys. Peace out.